Hi there everyone, thank you so much for tuning in. Welcome. We're here with a pick a card reading, pick a stack actually, and we're going to be taking a look here at, in particular, clues about whoever might be on your mind around this time and, what energy space as well, archetype might be a focus for you. So right before you clicked onto this reading, what was sort of on your mind, we'll be getting some sort of clues here as it pertains to what that energy space might be related to. Now, key dates might come through, names, and other further information. We'll further as well pull cards on energies that might help assist in the space of interacting with whatever this space is, this person, this energy archetype, in a more deep and meaningful way that is for the highest good of all, and what is perhaps as well seen as a space of evolution, where it's like, okay, well, I'm interacting with a space, but I really want to take that experience to the next level. And it's funny because right there we have the Ten of Pentacles in reverse and the Two Wands upright. So really speaking of ascension as well here, and if you're drawn to this reading, there is perhaps this sensation that, in relation to whatever, there is a focus on evolving and taking it to the next level, the next step. So let's jump into it. And we'll be pulling a few stacks. Okay, in the first stack, second stack, third stack. Alrighty, so we have 5 stacks, and we have a fifth stack that we'll pull from occasionally to provide further information when we do get into these different stacks. So we've got, again, 5 stacks, and take a deep breath and feel free to sort of connect here. Now I'm going to place a different colored highlighter and maybe different objects on these different stacks. So on the first we have a yellow highlighter. It's the first stack. Second stack is a sort of turquoise, green, blue hued highlighter. On the third stack we have this red pen with lavender. On the fourth we have kyanite, a kyanite stone. On the fifth we have another piece of lavender and this sort of wooden hanger that I haven't yet hung up. So we'll jump into it here. Feel free again to meditate on the stacks. The first is a yellow highlighter. The second is a green-blue highlighter. The third is a red pen with a lavender stick. Fourth is a kyanite. Again, the third is a little piece of lavender with a red pen. Fourth is kyanite. The fifth is another piece of lavender with a piece of wood. Okay, this is like for the wall to hang stuff up on it. And all right, so feel free to meditate on the energies. Let's clear the energy. Okay, we'll jump into it. We'll start here with the first stack. So if you picked the first stack here, you picked the yellow highlighter. We'll jump into it. You got the Nine of Swords in reverse. So whatever energy space you're sort of really concentrating on around this time, the Tower upright, the Seven of Swords upright, and the Seven of Cups upright. Wow. So we've got 2 sevens here actually. Here in relation to this first stack, and we have the Tower as well upright and the Nine of Swords in reverse. So right off the bat we have 2 swords cards, and it's the 9 and the 7, and this depicts a really strong emphasis on the intellectual rational mind. That's sort of what jumps out to me right here. I have the Seven of Cups as well, another 7, the Seven of Cups water leading up from the Seven of Swords. So what I'm seeing specifically is that there is maybe a point of conflict here when it comes to the rational mind in relation to the emotional body. And so what we're really seeing here is actually, I'm hearing the throat chakra in relation to the third eye. I'm hearing that, and the crown, I'm hearing that with the Seven of Cups, even the heart chakra. Now there is a space of memory, maybe even something related to the number 7 or 9, maybe even both, 9 and 7 reducing to 16. And then reducing further to 7. So let's clear that. This could even be somebody who you know very well, or there's just let's clear that. It could be a family member, but there's something related to a space of also emotion to a significant degree, where it's like we really have a very strong connection. And for a number of you, this is telepathy is what I'm hearing with the Seven of Swords and the Seven of Cups, of a connection where I think one thing and they feel it, and I know that they feel it back. I'm hearing that. Let's clear it. Yeah, they feel what I'm thinking. I'm hearing that as well. And this perhaps for a number of you has been a lot to deal with actually, where it's like this connection is making me feel uncomfortable, and I'm seeing the color blue here. It's funny because we pulled the yellow highlighter, and it's funny because I'm looking at this other blue highlighter, not the one that we have on the second stack, but another separate blue highlighter. And if you look at the Seven of Cups card, right, we see the color yellow depicted on the moon as well as the sun. It's illustrated right on both of those sort of symbols of cycle, right? and evolution ultimately. And then we have the Seven of Cups. And when we look at the moon, when we think about the moon and the sun, we think of a space of evolution, right? Of change and ultimately fluidity. Now with the Seven of Cups, there is a question, or it's a really big question. I'm hearing of what is made of that space. And even just looking at this card to begin with, right, we see this sort of space of balance with a 3 and the 3 on either side. And we have that 1 cup in the center, the 7th. And so 7 is a very spiritual number, actually. It speaks of what it is that we create, you know, together, and the 7th house even relating to partnerships. So for a number of you, there's this feeling maybe of, well, I feel a really strong connection, maybe even within this space. And I'm seeing yellow here really strongly. You know, I feel a really strong connection here, maybe within this space. But what is it? What is it? And what is it that I'm feeling? What is it that we're creating? And for a number of you, there's a focus on your dreams. I'm seeing that, you know, possibly for a number of you, you feel that there's been this ebb and flow. It's in and out. We're silent, but then there's talking. And I can see them. I can hear them. I'm hearing that as well with the 7 of Cups. And, you know, this is a general reading. And if you do feel guided to have a personal reading, there's a partnership service available on the website, and you can book that on alchemy.com. But with the 7 of Cups and the 7 of Swords, there's really this, like, I'm hearing it's actually frustrating at times maybe, where we think, you know, I feel so much, but then where does that sort of add up to? Where does that sort of lead? And there are a lot of questions when it comes to the space of the actual transformation. And I want to pull one more card here on this stack, and to see here, you know, what it may actually be that it does lead to. Wow, the Ace of Cups. So for a number of you, yeah, and the Son of Pentacles looking down at the Ace of Cups, what it really comes down to is possibly for a number of you, maybe a point of expressing. It's the expression of the emotion. And it's funny that the Ace of Cups came through, because we were talking about that 1 cup in the center of the 7 of Cups, the one that defines what we create together within the space of the emotional connection. So, you know, feeling, and brings us to this point of thinking, well, we can feel the connection, but what do we do with that space of the emotion is really the next step that's taken. And so for a number of you, this might be within the paradigm of what is considered practical, right? What is it that we actually practice? What is it that we actually promote as well? I'm hearing of this space. What is it that we've actually presented? And you know, this might actually be a professional space, or a space, well, more so the physical realm. For a number of you, you know, be this someone here in your midst, they really, or you know, reflective, what is it that I create in this space? And for a number of you, there could be a question of what is physically actually managed, manifested, actually maybe even produced. It could be something like physical. Give me just a quick second here. And for a number of, you know, the Son of Pentacles speaks of, it is a really slow moving night. And it's funny, I just noticed that we have a number of cards on the floor from the last reading. And I think it was the live reading we did, which is on the channel, available on the channel. That was the, was it the Libra reading that we left off on? Libra, one of Libra, I believe it was Libra. Now, the cards that are on the floor is the Moon in reverse. This can absolutely be related. 8 of Swords in reverse. The Father of Swords. Somebody could have also a lot of Scorpio in their chart. The 3 of Wands. The Empress. Wow, not a lot of 3s. 3 of Cups. It's funny, 6 of Cups right here. Yeah. So for a number of you, there's somebody who possibly has been wanting to make a proposal, and it's been really, really, really difficult for a number of you. If you're dealing with someone who also has been, it's really confusing. I'm hearing at times because they're really silent, but then I'm hearing they're very secretive maybe at times, or it's like to the point where it's like, is that really the case? It's kind of confusing. They're so secretive that it's like not even defined as like, you know, oh, I'm like, that's the angle I'm coming, like I'm secretive. So now the Son of Pentacles, it's cleared and ground. For a number of you, the Son of Pentacles, there could be a little bit of mind games as well played. Let's actually pull another card on that 9 of Swords, sitting atop the tower. It's just the space, you know, when we see the 9 of Swords, it's really sort of a chaos. Okay, it's a pandemonium. It's this feeling of pandemic in the mind here, ultimately. I'm hearing the mind's eye as well with the 9 of Swords. Somebody's at that point where they're like, what do I make of what I'm feeling? And it's at that point where the only answer is really what is actually I'm hearing created, and that is launching from the pad of communication with this Chariot in reverse and the Star right over the 9 of Swords reverse. Yeah, so it's like they feel this pressure of not moving forward on and upon the point of absolute knowingness, of knowing that there's a connection here, like somebody who knows, they feel it in their gut even, they know that they're meant to be with this person, but there's so much buildup even to that point. And be it in the mind, this is somebody who has a lot of air in their chart, a lot, maybe even earth. They might have earth and air overlapping. They could even have a lot of Mercury in the chart. But there's something here, let's clear it. Not necessarily will that always be the case, but they could have a lot of Scorpio as well. They're very skeptical as well, possibly. And so when it comes to this point of acting upon what they feel intuitively, it's just, I'm hearing it's so natural, but it's also so complicated. So yeah, there's a lot. I'm hearing pressure of what do we make of this space that we feel so deeply, we know so much for. The Tower here is at the base of the Nine of Swords. So what I see of this space is like these are thoughts that are building. It's a point of, you know, what do we create? I'm hearing that as well. And you know, there is maybe something that has been building, and it's been really uncomfortable for a number of you. Now we're gonna pull a few cards here. I want to see how the energies may trail out. We can say for the next sort of 3 months from this point of when you're reading this reading. So now this could be something that someone is preparing to present, maybe even to someone. Let's pull a card here for each of the months, and it could be in whatever metrics of time you choose. It could be weeks, it could be days. Clear the energy and begin. June here, I'm hearing Father of Pentacles, upright. July is a Wheel of Fortune reverse. August, June, July, August is the Lovers. Yeah, there's a big proposal here for a number of you. It's a presentation. And in September, the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. This is a proposal. I'm hearing that. The Emperor is in reverse. Maybe even something that someone has been wanting to get off their chest. Love and light to you. Thank you for tuning in to this reading here. And we're going to move on to the next stack. If you're not already subscribed, feel free to subscribe if you do feel guided. And I'm hearing Libra right here, so I don't know what that might be alluding to for a number of you. You may want to check out that Libra reading, the live reading that was posted where those cards had fallen on the ground as well. That could be a focus coming through. Love and light to you all. Thank you for tuning in to you. And always use your personal intuition. There can be so many factors at play. But let's get on to here, the second stack. Welcome to the second stack. Here we are here with a blue highlighter, the sort of turquoise. Let's quickly, whoa, it just rolled right out of my hand. All right, let's jump into it here and see here what's coming through. If you pulled this stack, let's see any clues here related to whoever might be here at play. Let's see here. Okay, we got the Death card here in reverse. Let me just read off the cards to you. Ace of Pentacles here in reverse. High Priestess in reverse. We have the Son of Swords upright. Temperance in reverse. Wow. There's a lot of, I'm hearing heat. I'm hearing it ultimately in that way. A lot of pressure, a lot of passion that ultimately as well in relation to this connection. There's a lot of interest, I'm hearing that, but a lot of also, I'm hearing kind of moving around that space. And we have the Daughter of Swords here at the base of the Death card. For a number of you, there could be a focus on people in the environment. I'm hearing hearsay, Mother of Wands in reverse, coming through, Magician upright, and the Daughter of Cups. Now, somebody here is very interested in someone. Someone's stalking someone. They're looking at their profiles on social media to a significant extent. There's a lot of interest, even in relation to someone's audience. I'm hearing that. Maybe someone here is they're a professional public speaker. I'm hearing that with the Temperance card in reverse, High Priestess in reverse. They could have a lot of Sagittarius in their chart, a lot of Pisces as well. These two cards are sandwiching the Son of Swords. This is depicting possibly for a number of you. Let's clear down the heart chakra. On the right side, specifically the heart chakra. This is possibly depicting somebody who is involved in someone's public life, but there is a lot of interest here in some way with the Ace of Pentacles as well in reverse, which is mirroring the Son of Swords upright. And I'm hearing 7. So the number 7 came through strongly in the first stack. So if you do feel guided, feel free to check that reading out. Nonetheless, we have here the Death card in reverse as well. That's mirroring the High Priestess. I'm seeing that somebody is wanting to make something clear. There's a lot of going, I'm hearing around that punchline though. For some reason, we have the Death card here mirroring the Magician. We have a lot of Sagittarius energy here. 1 second. There's a lot of physical attraction. Oh my. The Death card here with the Mother of Wands. Now, the Daughter of Swords here is mirroring the Magician. Yeah, there's a focus on something in the environment, in the social environment. Let's clear that. Yeah, somebody wants to come out and communicate something. They're a little nervous about that. I'm hearing Aquarius here with the Daughter of Swords. Within this space, there could be a focus on actual communication. When we see the Daughter of Swords, right, we think of the element of air, and we see the Son of Swords as well in the same spread. So I'm seeing that there's actually communication, but it's happening in sort of in a cryptic way. I'm hearing that with the Son of Swords and the Daughter of Swords. Like, I'm seeing two people who are communicating in the really public space, but in a sort of cryptic manner on a personal level. So I don't know what that's alluding to, but there's a lot of focus on the social interaction. I'm hearing that with the Magician in the social life. I'm hearing that, which is ultimately really complex. I'm hearing that with the Magician and the Temperance card. Let's clear it. So the Magician is actually knighting the Death card. It's interesting. And knighting the Temperance card as well. And the High Priestess is in the center of the spread, right up top the Magician. So let's pull one more card here on the High Priestess. Funny. It's funny. Okay, here comes the Son of Pentacles. So yeah, somebody wants to maybe make an offer to someone, but it's happening in a really, I'm hearing in a magical way for a number of you. Let's pull another card. I'm hearing the number 8. Yeah, 10 of Swords on the floor. Someone's been stalking someone. 7 of Pentacles in reverse. So it's funny, for a number of you, I'm seeing the energy coming through from the first stack. So if you do feel guided, feel free to check that reading out. I'm seeing there's a tremendous overlap here. The 7 of Pentacles is with the Son of Pentacles. There's maybe even a surprise coming through. Let's pull on the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Yes, the Ace of Swords in reverse. So for a number of you, there's something that someone's been like waiting. 2%. And it's a surprise. I'm hearing that. The Hangman in reverse. Some of you, no question doubt, there's a very strong focus on the archetype of Pisces here. 10 of Pentacles, they perhaps even are an entrepreneur. They have their own business maybe, or there's a real strong focus on the social environment at play, which is really related maybe in some way to whatever this space is. 10 of Pentacles and the Hangman. And the Hangman can speak of Pisces energy. And it's sitting right over the High Priestess as well, Pisces energy. So, you know, someone's possibly been even producing something for someone. I'm hearing for a number of you, it could be related to something that they are thinking of even legally presenting or legally carry out. I'm hearing promoting. It's maybe even a product of some kind or something that has been created. And I'm seeing that here specifically. I'm hearing DJ with the 10 of Pentacles. It's something that's been actually, let's clear that. It's something that's been even discovered or like composed. So thank you for tuning in. Love and light to you all here. One more note here, interestingly, when we wanted to pull extra cards, I pulled from the main stack here that would give further clues, right? And the one card that remained at the base of the stack on the desk was the Father of Wands in reverse. And the Fool now here is poking out from that card when I placed all the rest on the deck. The Devil here sits on the theme. So let's clear that in ground. Someone's had a very difficult time possibly with translating a certain message. I'm hearing, one second, I'm hearing also traveling. I'm hearing that as well with the Fool. And this is Aquarius energy that we're speaking of. Maybe there's been a question of perhaps wanting to communicate something, but through another party. Love and light to you all. Thank you for tuning in to the second stack here. If you do feel guided, feel free to check out other stacks. Whatever you feel, you know, sort of driven towards, drawn towards. For a number of you, there could also be a focus on something that is being actually produced and managed. Okay, thank you again for tuning in. Love and light to you all. And quick little note here, if you're not already subscribed and you'd like to get notified of further readings, you know, I do sometimes every now and then pick a card readings, but I do, you know, monthly spreads as well. So if that's something of interest, you know, in other words, these energies might kind of come through from another angle, another lens, in terms of the evolution and the transition that they do carry out, or that they move through. I'm hearing over time. So, all right, let's jump into it yet again with the third stack. Thank you guys for tuning in. Little light to you here. We're here with the third stack. I'm hearing it's a surprise. I'm hearing that with the red pen and the lavender, piece of lavender here. And I'm seeing for a number of you right off the bat. I'm seeing red here, everywhere. Red everywhere. The color red can signify a very strong Mars placement, a lot of Mars in someone's chart. This is somebody who's very physical. I'm hearing that as well. There's a very strong focus on interaction physically, and maybe that's something that's really important to this person. I'm hearing Aquarius as well. Now I'm seeing the color yellow, and yellow was related to that first stack with the red highlighter. So take it as you will. There could be a focus on that first stack. If you do feel guided to watch, feel free. And I'm hearing Aquarius again. So that we're here again with the third stack. I'm getting this feeling also of youth. Now I haven't turned over the card yet. I'm not sure what card it is, but we'll get into it. I'm seeing a feeling though of like trepidation. Someone who's kind of nervous, like almost like feeling like they're not ready to move forward in some way. And there could be some sort of focus on, you know, the physical interactive side or element to that space, like feeling like I don't know how to physically. And maybe for a number of you, this is a space where someone just feels like it's a new experience entirely, and they've never maybe felt this way before. And I'm seeing that specifically here with this third stack. Now let's turn it over. 4 of Pentacles in reverse. If you were drawn to this third stack, I'm seeing this person is very shy, very, very sensitive, extremely. They possibly feel at times that I'm hearing in this way, like they're not good enough, and hopefully not, right? But they maybe have this sort of space of self-talk that is really, really troubling, possibly just simply in relation to this connection. And I'm seeing that as related to the color blue. Interestingly, there's some overlap between, it's funny, we start out with the color red, which can speak of a youthful sort of energy, energizing energy, but then I see also lavender blue. So there is that sort of overlap with a sense of, I'm hearing calmness, I'm hearing even intuition, we can say, and the space of assertion, of expression, of also confidence. So maybe there's this feeling of, how do I merge that space? And it's funny because if we look at the Four of Pentacles card, in the very center of it, we see the color yellow. And, you know, with the color yellow, again, that speaks of that first stack. So again, feel free if you feel guided to check that stack out. But there could be a question of, what is it that I lead out? And the color yellow can speak of the solar plexus chakra, what it is that we sort of characterize in a public way of what we want to create in this space. And I want to pull another card here, and I'm seeing the Two of Wands. So I'm hearing, I've been waiting for the right time to carry this space out. So maybe for a number of you, this is something that someone's been kind of, I'm hearing really preoccupied with presenting. There's something about the public maybe side of the space, or even the physical professional side, or in some way even the financial side, like related to resources. Someone's thinking, you know, how there's something, the resources, someone wants to almost bring a certain space together. They want to create a space that maybe even a context that makes sense for whatever it is that they would like to eventually create. I'm hearing that. Here comes the Devil. Yeah. So really strong focus on maybe finances for a number of you, or space of maturation. Three of Swords upside down and reverse. For a number of you, there could be a focus on even a space of reputation. Like someone has maybe an impression that they would like to lay on someone, or even an audience or a group of people, and they are really thinking very careful about that, like how they would come off in that space as well. And I'm seeing that this is something that maybe someone has been wanting, that they've been planning to carry out. Now let's pull a few cards to see how these energies might eventually lead out in the next few months. We'll pull one for June, the Fool in reverse. Yeah, I'm seeing like kind of like I'm not ready energy yet. Father Wands reverse for July. August is the Six of Pentacles in reverse. That could be focused on the number 6 here for a number of you. Also 26, I'm hearing. Also 2 and 6, that's 8. You do have the Four of Pentacles as well, which is half of 8. And I'm seeing the number 12 here with the Devil. We have the Ace of Wands here for September. And let's pull one more. I'm hearing 9 of Cups. I have to be honest. There we go, 9 of Cups. So for a number of you, there is something that someone has, they're so shy, possibly, or they feel like they know this emotion very well. It's a matter of translating it in the 3D. That is the sort of troubling aspect of it. So thank you for tuning in. Love and light to you. We'll get here into possibly further energies in other readings. So if you do feel guided to subscribe, feel free. And I'll see you in those other readings. Thank you guys for tuning in. We're here with the 4th stack. Let's clear the energy and ground. Begin here. Wow, I'm seeing a lot of earth energy here with this stack in particular. And this is the Kyanite crystal. For a number of you, this is someone who, they have a very strong concentration of the mind. Their mind is very strong. They are really grounded as well. I'm hearing that, maybe even well learned. They know very well of certain topics. I'm hearing more about certain, I'm hearing aspects of life. Maybe they have a lot of, let's say, Virgo in their chart. They're very, 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 maybe even like distinguished. I'm hearing knowledgeable in a certain area of life. I'm hearing that again. For a number of you, maybe they are an academic, or they are in academic in some way, academia. They are also involved possibly for a number of you in the field of education. And maybe that's something that they have been involved in, or that they are very passionate about. And they can even be someone who, let's say, contributes to a certain industry. Maybe doesn't work actively in it, but maybe even like they somehow promote that space, or they maybe even give to it financially. Now I'm seeing a lot, again, earth energy, grounded energy. Let's jump into it and see here. You have the Four of Cups. I'm hearing Frey. They are very sentimental. They listen to music. I'm hearing that as well with Kyanite. They're very, like, they really listen to music, like, closely. They listen to, I'm hearing it, music. They listen to the colors. I'm hearing of the wind, of the voices. I'm hearing as well that they hear in the lyrics. Let's clear it. They're very sensitive, but they can get carried away in that space as well, is what I'm hearing. Justice here coming through. Yeah, they could even be, I'm hearing Jameson. The Eight of Pentacles in reverse, Ten of Cups upright, Five of Wands upright. They're very sensitive. They're very sentimental. They're also very private, maybe. They're very secretive, but I'm not seeing that as in an intentional way, but they do come off. They have this air about them that is kind of private, but also very, 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 very connected, conscious. I'm hearing cautious as well, but connected. They're very psychic. For anybody, they got a lot of Pisces in the chart, possibly. You have the Hangman in the second stack, mirroring the stack. And I'm almost feeling like callous on my hands. Very interesting. Maybe somebody could be I'm hearing an academic. Like, I'm seeing someone who has, their hands are weathered from having so many books in their hands. I'm hearing that as well. Like, yes, Eight of Pentacles reverse. They maybe even study, they research something related to history. I'm hearing letter A and M. They're a night owl. They stay up real late and maybe wake up real early as well to read. I'm hearing that. The Mother of Pentacles, or to review, to research. Mother of Pentacles reverse, something related to time that is not of focus. The Hermit, there we go, the Virgo. I was thinking of Virgo energy. It's so interesting. And this energy is actually boomeranging the second stack. So if you do feel guided, feel free to read that second stack. Watch that reading. Mother of Swords, yeah. This individual is involved possibly in a really, really, they work with information in some way, maybe even data. I'm hearing Aquarius very strongly here, and even in relation to the first stack with a yellow highlighter. So if you do feel guided, feel free to watch that stack. Mother of Pentacles in reverse at the base of the Justice card. Okay, now, yeah, they maybe even work with music. I'm hearing daughtry. They work maybe even in film scoring. I'm hearing they work with some kind of talent, space of talent. They're one second. Yeah, Eight of Wands, mirroring the Four of Cups. They could even be, they work with scripts. There we go. Yeah, strength of the base of this reading, mirroring the Justice. They could be in entertainment, even lawyer with the Hermit at the base of the Mother of Swords upright. Now, the Four of Swords in reverse and the Daughter of Wands in reverse. Seven of Wands in reverse, Two of Pentacles in reverse, and the World upright. Yeah, there's something about the ears though. They got a really good ear, something like that. They're very, very, very sensitive. I'm hearing to also what they hear. Maybe like, for example, they read through, like they're really good at what they do though. They're like a technical, they work with something with tech, but with the ears. I'm hearing that again, like maybe they read through like information, or they read through like even songs. I'm hearing, or some well, let's clear it. They work with some kind of thumbnail drive. I'm hearing that as well. Like but then they process that information. So maybe they're a technician, or they're an analytical, like they're an analyst. Maybe they're a producer. Well, let's clear it. They are a I'm hearing olive branch with a high front. I don't know what that's like. They could even be, they could work in, there may be a detective as well. This is for a number review. But they work with finances for a number review, or something with producing. They produce things, possibly. They could be, someone could be an entrepreneur here as well. Yep, they got their own business. I'm hearing that as well. They produce something. Just for a number of you, it's related to, something related to makeup. For a number of you, they work with herbs. They actually create some sort of, they have something that they create. It's like a balm. I'm hearing that with the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. I'm hearing Cleopatra as well. Again, they work possibly for a number of you with history. Maybe for a number of you as well, archaeology. They work with actual physical land. I'm hearing the digs. But for a number of you, it's very interesting. I'm hearing 2717. I'm hearing it's like Morse code, something. They work with mystery, not with something mysterious. They take also what has been produced, and they sort of they take it, they go and they edit it. I'm hearing that as well. Like maybe they perfect it. They put the finishing touches on it, sort of feeling, and maybe in some way they also protect it. I'm hearing that. It could be a lawyer. Maybe they write up contracts. Now, let's clear that. I'm hearing signal, like for a number of you. Yeah, they work with somehow maybe even promoting it. And it can be someone who like, I'm hearing, well, for a number, they detect, they're a detective, or for a number of you, this is somebody who they in some way take what has been managed, and they represent it even. And we have the Three of Wands upright in June. In July, we have the Father of Swords upright. In August, we have the Eight of Swords in reverse. September, we have the Six of Cups in reverse. And in October, we have the Three of Cups in reverse. So for a number of you, this is maybe some space that somebody has been waiting to even release. Thank you for tuning in. Love and light to you. Fifth stack here. We'll move into the sixth. Right? 1, 2, 3. Oh, fourth stack. We're on the fourth stack. We're moving now into the fifth. Okay. Thank you guys for tuning in. Love and light to you. And I'm hearing their work is very intense, whatever that, with the fourth stack there. Okay. And they are heavily networked. They work with a number of individuals. Let's move into here, the fourth stack. Fifth stack. Oh my. Fourth, fifth. Okay. This is somebody maybe who is involved in this space. Maybe they work with a number of individuals. I'm hearing series. I'm hearing X-Files as well with the Mother of Cups coming through. Now we are on the fifth stack. Welcome. Mother of Cups upright. This is somebody who's got a lot of water on the chart. They can have a lot of Pisces. They're very, very intuitive. They are really ultra creative as well. Oh my goodness. They can have a Venus in Pisces for a number of you, but they got a lot of Pisces. They're very, very, very also open-minded. Son of Cups in reverse coming through here. Following the Mother of Cups. I'm hearing TTR. I'm hearing Trep. Five of Pentacles in reverse. Somebody here is maybe even a musician. I'm seeing the color red. This came through. I'm hearing Kodak Film. They're a producer, somebody with music, entertainment. I'm hearing musician. I'm hearing that as well. Let's clear that down the back. They are really, really, really creative. I'm hearing that again. They're very, very. I'm hearing so won't you stay with me. They're super, super emotional as well. The Mother of Cups are very, though. I'm hearing they're sensitive, Mother of Cups, and that feeds into their work. You have the Hangman diagonal of the Mother of Cups. Now let's pull some more cards here. Two of Cups, so the fifth stack. Two of Cups mirroring the Son of Cups, and the Five of Cups. Whoever you're thinking of here, they are a dreamer. Okay, I think it's safe to say that. We got the Sun mirroring the Two of Cups, and they don't hide that. That's very interesting. They're not like, you know, in the waiting room at that. Okay, to carry that space out. They're not in the space of like also discovering that space. They're in the space of discovering the expression of it. Like when I, you know, to say in this way, they're okay with expressing it, and they feel like maybe in some way that's the journey. Sort of observing how it is that they connect and communicate their emotions. Let's clear it. To say in this way, they're very experimental. Father Cups in reverse. Now, they work with networks. They're really good with people. They're very, very, very connected. I'm hearing that as well. And be it to the earth in some way. They could have a Venus and Taurus. I'm hearing that as well for a number of you. They work in some space. It's related to the earth. Maybe they create something, they produce something. Maybe they even create music videos. I'm hearing that with the Three of Pentacles and the Mother of Cups. They work in film. I'm hearing that again, like repetitively. Now, people, when they are in their midst, they're enamored. And it's funny because we didn't pull any extra cards here in this stack. They were all sort of given to the first, the second, the third, and the fourth. So we're here with the fifth, and it's like they work really well with an audience. They know how to hold an audience and their attention. Now, they're very magnetic is the feeling I'm getting with the Three of Pentacles upright. They're also a transmuter. Now it's interesting because in this stack, we caught on to it, we have both the Mother of Cups and the Father of Cups. So there's a lot of interest in matters of the heart when it comes to whatever maybe even this space, this connection to this individual reflects. There's a very strong focus on transmutation. I'm hearing the translation of emotion in another way that is maybe not entirely understood at times. And be that this person with their work, be that this connection with this person, it's like at times it doesn't make sense, but that's the point. Now there's a really strong focus on discovery, and I'm seeing lights here flashing with the sun in the center of the spread. It's beautiful. Again, I'm hearing it in relation to this person. When this person enters into a room, and it can be the room of your interaction with them, when I meet this person, I feel so inspired. I feel everything. Everything comes to light, everything comes forward, everything comes out. And for a number of you, have the sun here mirroring this, the Two of Cups. For a number of you, somebody has a Venus in maybe a fire sign in Aries. I'm here for a number of you, maybe even in Leo, very strong. They got Venus in the fifth. This is for a number of you, no question, no doubt. But it could even be in Pisces here. There's some overlap between Venus, Pisces, and even Neptune, the fifth house, Leo, even the sixth for a number of you, hearing that with the Three of Pentacles. There's something very earthy, very even lusty, grounded, but very passionate, very, 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 very interesting. I'm hearing at the end of the day, very though also, wow, I'm hearing introverted as well with the Mother of Cups, but at the same time, expansive, expressive of this space. Now, for a number, you got this pair, right, of the Father and the Mother of Cups, and then you have the Son of Cups. So what I'm seeing is that it's interesting. We have the Father of Cups in reverse, looking back here at the Mother of Cups. And then we have the Son of Cups in reverse, looking back as well at the Mother of Cups. You have two individuals here with their intention placed on the Mother of Cups. There's a focus of leadership here, is what I'm hearing with this individual. I'm hearing that with the Mother of Cups. The leadership space of the space of intuition. I'm hearing intention, creativity. Now, for a number of you, it's interesting because it's so personal, but then I'm seeing that it's also so public at the same time. What is experienced on this deeply emotional connection, I'm hearing of a level of an interaction is, let's say, personal, but it's then broadcasted. I'm hearing that with the Sun upright. It's branded even. And for a number of you, this is something that for a number of you, maybe you feel you would like to create of this connection. And maybe it is that very feeling that this is not just how we feel about each other. It's not just how we feel about this space. It's not just how we feel, period. How we can feel as humans. It's what we can create within that space of the feeling for it. I'm hearing that for this experience. Wow, altogether. And so maybe for a number of you, you feel like this connection is next level. You're like, I know I'm not meant to understand really where it goes, and maybe that is like the trouble at times where it's like there is this one step on the ladder and then I understand that there's another and I have to just take it. I just have to see where it leads, and that's part of the excitement as well, interestingly, with the Sun mirroring the Mother of Cups. Now, the Mother of Cups is highly intuitive, right? Mother of Cups, she resembles the highest sort of degree here of the feminine form, the yin, right, of the element of yin. We do have the Father of Cups, but we're speaking of yin when we speak of the Mother of Cups and water, right? So that's yin yin. So, it's interesting because we're speaking of what is known, what is felt, what is absolutely understood on a fundamental level. We know where we're going within this connection, but then we have that expressive side to it, that expressive element to it, that which is considered yang. In other words, how do we know what we know, but then we feel that we are to somehow extrovert that knowingness, and that process is the journey of discovery with the Sun mirroring the Father of Cups. Now, for a number of you, I know it's possibly a bit abstract, but there's some kind of connection here, possibly within this experience that is very, very problematic when you try to take what is known of it, I'm hearing on some kind of abstract level, and then transform that in the third dimension. It's very, very troubling. It's very, very uncomfortable. I'm hearing that as well. And for a number of you, you've actually considered taking medication with each other. I don't know what that's linked to here with lavender here. I'm seeing edging out from the Three of Pentacles. For a number of you, you've really thought about this, like, why did this happen? Why did it happen in that way? Is this something, at times you felt crazy, or like, this is just crazy, like this experience I'm having and the series of experiences that I'm having. You are an old soul. I'm hearing this for a number of you are incredibly intuitive. Remember, we stepped in with the Mother of Cups. I'm hearing she was made for this experience. That's why she's meeting herself in it. I'm hearing ultimately at the end of the day, right? But the first card is the most intuitive. It's like when I get on stage, it's me, right? Who I confront. It's me who I also create this experience with. So you can look at it from so many angles. The confusing experience being one that I create with, that I'm not confused by, but that I create with. Let's clear it. Now, there is a saying. It's like, it's interesting. They say you would not experience anything that your soul could not handle. And so in some way, can we say that we deliver these experiences to ourselves? The Father of Cups in reverse, the Mother of Cups upright, sort of testing and teasing our own consciousness with the Mother of Cups and the Father of Cups. And for no reason, this is a connection that you have with someone. If you are tuning into this reading and you pick this stack, there's someone here who you feel you've known for lifetimes. I'm hearing you've known them. I'm hearing for more than that as well. The lifetime that depicts this connection is not enough to depict the beginning of it. I'm hearing that with the Sun. So in other words, it's like the confusing part is because we're here acknowledging it through the paradigm of so-called lifetimes. And it's confusing because we look at this space and we say, oh my gosh, I'm hearing it's the haze of the dream. I see something in this space and I know that, but I realize that that's also not the story. It's before even the time and space through which we have so-called connected to recognize that we have connected once more in this particular paradigm that makes me feel misunderstood in it, that I feel I don't understand it. Let's clear it in ground. Let's clear it. Whoa, a lot of Neptune energy here, you guys. Oh my, I would not be surprised to know that you got a lot of Neptune here, contacts with someone. Let's clear it down the back. For a number of you, this has been a very, very difficult experience. Okay, very challenging. This is a mirror that we see with the Father of Cups and the Mother of Cups of a connection. It's a mirrored experience. It's a reflective experience, and it at times takes you out of body. This is for a number of you. If you were drawn to this reading, you've come to have certain experiences that made you feel completely, I'm hearing tantalized on one hand, and on the other completely troubled with what you make of this feeling in the third degree. I'm hearing of this experience. To say in the way the physical paradigm, the sun here is in the center of the spread. Somebody here is possibly even a lot of Leo. I'm seeing somebody who has a huge audience as well, and they've had a certain series of experiences that they're very comfortable in the public eye, but whatever this experience was that they had on a personal level really took them out of that face. I'm hearing that they felt that they were comfortable with. I'm hearing facing the audience with. Let's clear it. This is a spiritual experience, very transformational cycle as well. Yeah, spiritual awakening. I'm hearing that as well. The sun mirroring the Mother of Cups. I'm hearing F with the Father of Cups. R. I'm hearing frog with the sun and the Father of Cups. Let's clear that. Somebody is, I'm hearing the letter M as well, very strongly with the Mother, I said almost the Mother Cups, Father Cups in reverse. I'm hearing somebody's moving, possibly. Let's get a few more cards, but we have no more cards left. Interesting, okay. Yeah, for a number, you rely largely on, for a number, there's a very strong Neptune contact in your birth chart, but for a number of you, you rely on your telepathic abilities in this connection to a significant degree with this person. To a significant degree, you communicate telepathically in this connection. That's how you kind of can, it's almost like echolocation. I'm saying like dolphins. How do they know where they are, right? Do they, what is the role that communication language plays in this connection? It's intuition. Yes. Now, there's a lot of passion. I'm hearing that as well, and that's difficult. That's possibly for a number of you really the difficult part, because I'm seeing people even at sea and they're on their own ships. They're like, it's the feeling. It's like I'm seeing twins who are separated and they live their whole life like not having met that twin, but knowing that they exist, they're out there somewhere. I'm hearing that as well. Father Cups in reverse, the sun upright, and I'm hearing Aquarius. There could be a focus on that archetype. I'm almost feeling like a caterpillar crawling up my thigh. It's very interesting with the Father Cups in reverse. I'm hearing the letter S as well. I'm hearing the letter SW. I'm hearing Swahili. I'm hearing that as well. SW. They're very poetic. They write poems. I'm seeing somebody in nature. I'm hearing the letter W as well. I'm hearing wall. Yeah. For a number of you, may actually, this is time travel as well for a number of you. This is somebody who works with, they work with a hand and somebody maybe even palming, or there's something palmistry. Let's clear it. Something with the hand. They are, they're very earthy as well. I'm hearing that. They have something that they work with. It can be even some sort of, something with the earth. I'm hearing Sevilla. That's in Spain. They have something, they work with something with the earth, even crystal stones. One second. They are very intuitive, Father Cups. Very, very, they work with animals even. Let's clear it. They have, I'm hearing, yes, I'm sure. Maybe they have, they work with animals. The Phoenix, I'm hearing that as well. They could be a Scorpio. This individual could have a lot of Scorpio in their chart. It's funny, we have no more cards left. I want to pull more, but that would mean pulling from these other stacks, 1 through 4. I'm 61 at the last rung on the ladder, and they're like, the only way to do this, no more rungs. I can't be climbing anymore. I just have to go with my intuition. I'm here, I have to just fly. I'm hearing that with the sun. I'm hearing we've come this far. It would be a shame to let go of what we've learned. Yeah, so for a number of you, it's very interesting. I'm hearing SW here so strongly with the Father Cups in reverse. This is somebody maybe who wants to travel and meet someone. They routinely, they're waiting. They really want to meet someone. I'm hearing that with the Mother of Cups. They're waiting to merge as well in the 3D with this connection. Thank you guys for tuning over the light too. We'll get into possibly these energies in later readings or in other readings. If you do feel guided, feel free to tune in. For a number of you, working with actual herbs may be really helpful. With I'm hearing this space, this connection. I'm hearing in this ascension, this period of feeling disconnected. I'm hearing possibly it might really be helpful to work with the earth. Love and light to you. Thank you for tuning in. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.